Hi everyone, welcome back to Stationeers Vulcan, Season 3, Episode 23. Just before I went out mining, I actually put the vent back on again, and I put some copper in the arc furnace, because I know I'm going to need some copper, and then I flew out, and then that happened, so I flew back. I didn't do any mining at all, um, so it looks like no mining. But one thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to get all this stuff inside. It's going to take me a couple of trips to do it. So there's all that stuff. We can let that thing go for a while. There's my lead, which I'm going to make at some point. Also, a lot of gold, a lot of copper. I'm not going to get it all, unfortunately. I mean, I could just dump it all in here. There's a ledge there, so it won't run away. Can I get all this in time? I might not be able to get it all in time. Ah, no. I've got to turn that vent off. Quick. I don't want to suck hot air into there. How close is this? That'll do. Got this, we got that, and the last thing I want to do is grab this thing here. Okay, and shut that. I'm running my air conditioners, aren't I? I'm just thinking, did I leave like the water room door open or something? No, I'm cooling that water down like crazy. Okay, that I wanted to do that. I'm gonna have to clear this airlock out. Obviously, this is a bit of a problem I've created here. I wanna I wanna work on this thing here. This locker. I'm gonna move all this stuff as well. There might be room for a locker. Let's just chuck it down. I wanna. Is that in the way? Not if the door's closed. If it's open, it is. But this is all getting removed. The whole thing. I can't remove these from the inside, can I? But okay, let's just do this. We've got the Invar here. We've got the Constantan here. I wanted this copper. I realized that between episodes I wanted copper because I want to make some more logic and stuff so I can operate my furnace from inside. And then we got a ton of copper here. A ton of gold as well, right? Not really. This stuff here is going to be done last. So we'll go there. Let's go get the rest of this stuff. Let's pick it up off the floor. Because if I'm operating my furnace from inside, I don't need an ore cupboard outside anymore. Although it's not bad to have it, because there might be time. Well, I won't really be doing long mines, will I? No, I can't run the risk of a storm hitting. So, yeah, it's a tough one. Let's do that. Let's do that. More copper. Gosh, 50-50. Okay, chuck this here. That's my lead. Okay, beautiful. This water should be, I should be able to. Can we get to 37? That'll do. And we'll get that. We'll also eat some food. Chow down on this cereal bar. Gosh, they don't last long, cereal bars. Okay, all this needs to be moved out of the way. I need to get rid of it. I've completely emptied all of this. I've got a bit of hydrogen there. I got nothing in there, and it's all there as fuel ready to be put into the H2 combustor. I think I'm just going to commandeer this circuitry and use that for my furnace. This is all empty. I can rip all this up until I get a more permanent solution later on. Let's get my gas tank. Thank you. Let's get this connector. That's good. Eventually I'll have to connect oxygen to that thing at another point. This is completely empty, right? And the pipes? Good. And I'm going to need this and this. And I need to rip this up. Good. One thing I would like to do is get these pipes out of the way. Basically, my hydrogen is going to be located probably over there where that everything else tank is. As you can see, I can't actually rip this up. It's on the wrong side of the wall. The ceiling. There we go. I hope I turned that off. I did, didn't I? Oh god, did I make a horrible mistake? No, I turned it off. So that's the pipe network for my air conditioner. It just doesn't look like it's off. I need to dig up all those pipes and everything. Okay, more stuff. I don't need this. Let's just get rid of all this stuff here. And I probably should redo. I mean, I should redo all these cables. I mean, quite honestly, this is ridiculous. That should probably run through the ceiling instead. But I am misusing cables here. I could dig all this up and instead run it off of here like this. Did I leave anything on over here? And that's turned on. That's good. What's the temperature of my greenhouse? 30.2. I really want that to be much cooler. Well, I mean, it's still fine. 30.2 is fine. I mean, 32.5 is the midway point between 15 and 50, so I'm still on the low side. I just prefer to have a safety buffer in case I lose power for a while. I don't want my plants dying. So this thing is cooling down this room here, which in turn will be cooling down this water. And I want this water to be like 20 degrees, and then I can pump it into my greenhouse.
Hydration critical.
I've got all this equipment and stuff here, which I don't want. Let's throw this here. Throw that there. One of my filters is gone. Gosh. This logic switch I'm actually going to use very soon. Oh, I've got some tomato seeds there. Tomato. That needs to go in my greenhouse. I've got a spare canister here. That can be put there. I'm just creating room right now. Network analysis, tracker. Yeah, let's just chuck all this in here. I'll have a fridge soon. I'm just creating some space. We'll put all this stuff here for now. I might be able to even sell this. I want to hang on to it. You never know. There's my two of those things. That switch I want to use, that I have no use for. Ton of pipes here. Let's only keep a stack on me. And that logic switch will be used, and that has to go in the cupboard in the greenhouse when I get a chance. What I might do is just and then Okay, getting there. I'll leave this whole thing here for now. But yeah, I need to attach things to here and here, and I need to rework this whole system. So I might just turn the system off and just change the settings. It probably won't require much in the way of settings. Instead of gas in H2 intake and outtake, it'll be furnace intake and outtake. And instead of the lever affecting the H2 combustor, it'll be affecting the furnace. And these, instead of giving the temperatures of the room, will give the temperatures of the furnace. So, yeah, what I do need though is a hash display. I'm going to leave that on for now, but that actually requires me to make a hash display. And I'm going to steal a console, or I could just get a new console. Kit consoles, how much do they cost? I just need iron. Well, I'm going to need some more chutes. I think the intakes and outtakes require more than just one chute. Because, yeah, the outlet and the inlet require more. Outlet, inlet, yeah, I need 2 for the outlet. So I need actually 4 of these chutes. I'm running out of iron. Gosh, my resources are so low. Maybe I'll just pinch I might just pinch a console. Rather than make a new one. But one thing I'll definitely need is a hash display. Yeah. So I can see whether the resource is ready to be pulled out of the furnace or not. I'm just going to borrow that monitor, I think, from my water room. I don't think I'll use it. You know, it's fine. In fact, I can lower this to like 13 degrees or so. It's getting there. It's getting close. I'm going to put it like here or something, and then I can operate my furnace using those 3 switches there. I'm going to need one more switch though for this active vent here if I want to run this inside. So I want to run the active vent in order to put gas into the furnace, which will allow me to make things like solder. Being able to do stuff inside. A lot of the time I actually want to do my stuff during the middle of the day so the furnace doesn't cool down too much. But okay, let's inlet. The inlet's going to be this one here. And we should be able to just do this. And I should be able to just drop resources in here. And this is going to be the outlet. And I want the outlet to just plonk my resources down there. So I want to make it so when I pull the lever, that happens. This here, a lot of this can be done indoors. There's stuff that I need to do outside, that's the question. Or should I just spend the day indoors? So one thing's going to happen is that instead of this thing connecting to the sensor in the H2 combustor room, if I can find it, where is it? Come on, there should be a highlighted green thing here. Whoa, 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 whoa. H2 gas sensor, it's grayed out. Why? Okay, the whole thing needs like resetting. You have to do it bit by bit. Oh, whoops. I'm just going to reset these things by ripping them off completely. There we go. They're not, oh. They're not happy. And there we go. So hopefully I can put these on. Put in the gas displays. I'll put the card in here and we'll put the glass here. And we should be able to redo this. So one's going to be temperature, and I want the temperature of the furnace. So let's find it, furnace. There we go, pull that. The furnace is negative 67.5 degrees. Okay, I got a feeling that it's also showing me the H2 gas display. Ah, this is a pain. Sometimes these things do weird stuff. I don't know why. They seem to remember what their old settings were and you can't change them anymore. I've had this problem before in other playthroughs and it's just been very annoying trying to deal with them. What I want to do is put this here, put the card in, turn it on, and I don't want it to remember what it used to do. So I mean it should be able to find the gas sensor in the... So if I yank this out, it's telling me the temperature inside the H2 combustor room, which I don't want it to do. Why can't I change it? Sensor. To the H2 gas sensor for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I can't rip that up. I want to disconnect it from the whole thing. There we go. Now I can turn it off. And now I make it the furnace. And then it gives us 0 temperature. Yeah. I've had these problems before trying to fix broken stuff. Okay, that's a bit of time. There we go. We get rid of that. Then we get rid of this. Then we make it the furnace. And then we want this to be pressure. And there we go. We got the temperature and pressure of the furnace. Now, the temperature inside this room is 18.5. The temperature of the water is 26.2. It still needs to be brought down, but I probably don't need to do this anymore. I'm going to send this back up to 15. Let's just rip this thing off completely. Pull this out. I know I'm kind of wasting the nighttime, but honestly, the only thing I'd be doing out there right now is mining. I'm going to put in a hash display, and now we're going to do this. Fantastic. Get rid of that. Put that there. And what I want this to do is hash display the furnace. So we want, yeah, furnace hash display. That should be it. God, why does it? I should have gone up. There we go. Furnace hash display. When I pull this, when the conditions are right, it should show us the thing we're making. That's the plan anyway. That's the idea. That goes there. Oh, look at all this. Well, I want to go inside my greenhouse anyway to see what the amount of oxygen in there is. I haven't turned this on, have I? Okay, we'll go inside here. Let me in. I did change that to 75, I hope. I think I did. A lot of oxygen in here. Created a ton of oxygen, in fact. Yeah, I'm going to run that filtration machine and we'll get 23 moles per square. That's a ton of oxygen. So we've got these tomato seeds. They can go there. Let's also check out the health of the plants while we're here. The tomatoes are starting to get a little bit on the damaged side. So are these potatoes. So I'm going to have to rip them up very soon. The wheat actually is very hardy. It's doing a great job. And there's my soy as well. They can last a while. I can wait till they get to half health. Okay, one thing I would like to do is put water in. 24 degrees. The water of this is 30. I think it's worth doing. Let's just pour some water in here. Let's have like 200 moles in here. I was going to put much colder water in here, but nah. We are 202 moles, and we still have tons left. But yeah, now the water's 26.3, and the water will no longer have such a heating effect on this thing. Let's get out of here. Let's pull the oxygen out of there as well by running the filtration system for a short while. Got to remember to turn that off. I hate going in the greenhouse with that horrible whooshing sound. My oxygen tank is very low. I might actually grab... I've already set it up. Okay, so we've got nothing in there. We've got 27.9 degree oxygen in there. I want to cool that down. Get it to 20 degrees. So that's the plan. Just drop this oxygen down to 20 degrees. Is there a way of knowing how much oxygen is actually in the room? Oh, that's my heat pipe, my heat tank, my air conditioning pipe. If I turn this thing off, it might tell me. I don't know. Once it's only 1% oxygen, I'll turn it off. So yeah, what I'm doing now is I'm cooling this down, and I've got really hot CO2 in here, but I don't want to run all 3 air conditioners at once. How's this battery looking? It's actually quite well. But this is staying on permanently all the time. And now, once I've finished cooling my oxygen, I'll go down to cooling that CO2. Okay, so I've got this lever here because I want to use it to activate this thing here. So we're going to create another lever. We're going to need some logic though for this. There we go. So this lever here, its job is to, it's the furnace active vent. Yeah, but I'm going to need a couple of logics to do that. This is why I made that copper. Um, logic IOs, just need 2. They're very cheap. 1 gold, 1 copper. The question is, should I fill my furnace up with more steel? I would like to. I'd like to make like 2,000. I might do that between episodes, go mining. Right now, what we need to do is we need to somehow... We could do it like this. Logic reader, logic writer. It's not pretty. I'm running out of cables. Please don't tell me I need to make more cables. Let's do it this way. There we go, crisscross applesauce. And up there, and up there, and I'm going to need to circle around like this, and like that, and hopefully that works. I just want to drink some water to get rid of that horrible sound. We'll leave it a bit longer. We'll try and tolerate that sound for a while. There we go. The main thing is I don't want to have to do it again for a long time. Okay, so logic writer. This is going to be the furnace active vent. And this is the logic reader for the furnace active vent. There we go. And the basic idea is, okay, so I've called that the lever furnace active vent. So we're going to read, so when the furnace logic reader, oops, did I have it? Oh no, logic reader. I'm looking for logic reader furnace active vent. Oh no, I want lever, don't I? Yeah, lever, sorry. Oh, wrong button. Yeah, so the input's going to be lever furnace active vent, which is that thing. Okay, and when that is open, so when the lever furnace active vent is open, now I want this to be the logic reader furnace active vent. So basically this writer is reading this reader, which basically activates when this thing is open. We want the output to be the furnace active vent. Come on. Yeah, there we go, lever furnace active vent. And the output variable should be, wait, shouldn't there be an on? Just open. Okay, so if I hit these things, when I pull this lever, it turns on this active vent, which will suck gas into that furnace. Getting the gas back out of the furnace is a problem though, because anything I use the active vent for will probably, I want to connect it to my main atmospherics line. Oh, this is a giant mess.
Health critical.
Yeah, I know, health critical. This is fine. I'm not gonna rename these because I'm gonna have to rename them back later on. I'm just going to replace, in the logic, I'm going to replace anything that says H2 to furnace. Yeah, anything that's like to do with the H2 combustor gets turned in the furnace. This is the H2 gas intake. Yep, that's fine. That's fine. We want the output not to be the H2 gas input. but the furnace gas input, the furnace intake. There we go. And we want the lever setting to be on. Okay, which means this thing, the H2 gas intake, will now turn the furnace on. Will actually flood gas into the furnace. Okay, so they're actually set, ready to go. This will put stuff in the furnace. Now this is our outtake stuff. So we want the lever to be the same and it to be open. We want it to be the logic reader again. Instead of the H2 gas output being the output, we want the furnace gas output. So the furnace outtake. And we want the variable to be on. Okay, which means the H2 combustor outtake, so the gas outtake. This is gas in, this is gas out. Now this was normally handling the H2 combustor, instead it's going to handle the furnace. So, yep, open, yep, logic reader, H2 combustor. The output, instead of being H2 combustor, will now become the furnace. And we want this to be not activate, we want it to be open. And there we go. And now this lever will actually open the furnace. So the idea is I can pull this gas in when the gas temperature and pressure is what I need it. That'll show us the correct thing that we want. And then we can pull the lever and it'll plop out what we want from there. That's the logic, that's the idea behind it. Now when I want to make solder, I'm going to use this thing, pull this thing, it's going to turn on the gas, which will give us, outside gas there, and I can create solder that way. Okay, so technically this should all be set up and working and ready to go, but it is the middle of the day. It might be a good idea to run it. What is it, 650 degrees out there? It's dropping. I can quickly get my steel. I want this to be 87. There we go, good enough. I like that. Also, let's munch on a little bit of food. It's close enough to the middle of the day. We can do this really quickly. Okay, so intake. We just want a megapascal of pressure. There we go. Let's get our steel out. 1, 2, brilliant. Now that temperature of that gas is still amazing, so we're going to suck that straight back into the heat tank again. What I didn't do is I didn't make a display telling me the temperature of the heat tank, which is something I really would have liked. Let's just pull it all out. Should we pull it all out? No, we shouldn't. We'll just leave it like that. Let's actually... Oh, I got to remember. Which one do I want to make first? The Constantan or the Invar? I'm going to make the Constantan first. Yep, and then I'm just going to relieve the pressure to get the Invar. So Constantan, copper, I want this stuff. So what I want to do is just drop this in here. And, yep, now we're going to drop that in there. I'm going to drop this in here. Drop that in there. We've now got steel. We can actually go and make ourselves a fridge if we want. Boop, boop. That's good. Now, this extra gas, I don't actually want it in there. I could wait till the sun sets, or I could... It's too cold, you see. But I should have the... It should have... The temperature's high enough, it should have processed my Constantan materials. I could even make more Constantan if I want to. Can't remember, do I want more Invar or more Constantan? I don't know. Once I get an automatic furnace, it'll be easy. So the basic idea is I want to get rid of all these gases, but I don't want to pump those gases into my heat tank. I want to pump them into my main atmospheric system instead. So I have to go outside, and I need to do something with that. 3 to still too hot. Still too hot out there. One thing I could do is change some batteries around. 78. I mean, I could just buff all these things up really quick. Let's do that. What else needs help? Probably this thing here. Yep. Thank you. And I have been using some of my tools. Not that, but that's going to get used very, very soon. Oh, God, look at that. It's terrible. Use my drill a lot. I've hardly used that at all. Okay, and we'll chuck that there. Temperature, oh, still not good enough. We can charge a battery while we wait. Go out there and let's get that gas into somewhere else. Yeah, grab that. Did I pull that? Yeah, I did. I did pull that vent off. If I'm going to be flooding gases in, I don't want to. Yeah, I can go outside now. It's 170 out there. Should be fine. Yep. Now, what I want to do is I want to get the gases out of my furnace. The gases in my furnace are really cold, you see. 168, that's great. So the basic plan here is to pull up this way. There we go. That way I'm just forcing it back into my heat tank. Oh! No. Yeah. I got worried then. Was this connected to my heat tank? No, it wasn't. God, I scared myself. There we go. We do that. And we do that. And now I should be able to just simply suck these gases out by just activating this thing here. I should be able to just activate it like this. And it should just be pulling those gases out. Beautiful, straight into here. Yeah, and I could try and cool them down more, but I'm not going to. You know what? I'm an idiot. I shouldn't have done that. It just occurred to me, I could have just made lead just then. Why didn't I? Why didn't I make lead? Oh, the temperature. Why is this furnace so hot all of a sudden? Look at that, the temperature's going like crazy. Why? There's no reason why the temperature should be rising like crazy. Did I create some kind of reaction by accident? I can't figure out why the temperature of the furnace is rising like mad. That is weird. Is that a bug? Oh, that's 1900 degree temperature there. But there was no reason for the temperature of the furnace to go crazy like that. It's not too bad. It's not too bad. Okay, things I'd like to do is get rid of this, get rid of that. That's fine. I can actually turn that off right now. I don't need that on anymore. But yeah, I wasn't thinking. I could have used that gas to create solder. I am dumb. I left that up there like this because I actually want to test it out. Can I... Oh, no. The Constantan is all set up and ready to go. I can't make solder. I should have made solder before. Yeah, dummy me. Anyway, I'm not going to do that now. I'm going to do it in the middle of the day. I think that's the plan. Run these through and get everything done in the middle of the day so that the outside temperature doesn't cool everything down too much. Did I leave this on? Yes, I did. Okay, and I can stop running this air conditioner now. I believe my water is nice and cool. 17 degree water. I could have waited before filling up that thing there. Temperature of the greenhouse, 28.2. This oxygen, I assume, is 20.1. Yeah, perfect. Let's turn this off. I can now... Yep, there should be 8,000. No, there isn't. Let's get the pressure in here up to 8,000. And then we can fill our oxygen tank. I did want to do a little bit of mining, but I want to get my oxygen tank up first. Now that I've got that steel, I can actually go about the task of extending my base as well. So I'm waiting for my oxygen tank to fill up. I can actually go steel frame, steel sheets, and we can look at extending, because we're going to make a full atmospheric system. I also would like a fridge. So I was going to go mining, but I didn't get my oxygen done in time. Large fridge, there we go. I need iron. I don't have any iron? Are you kidding me? Let's get some iron. 8 iron. We'll make 58. We'll make it in the arc furnace, basically. I need tons of this stuff. Let's just let it go. So yeah, I'm not going to spend this night mining. I was thinking of doing it. I might do it next night instead. Grab that, grab that. What else do I need to do out here? I should turn these things off. In fact, I should tell him to rack off. Yeah, I want seeds. I don't want the actual physical pumpkin. Go away. And one thing I could do, I know I'm building steel frames out there, is I could be looking for another guy. Tool Corp is not who I had in mind. Minerite ores, that's such a good guy to go for. Tool Corp, come on, find me someone. A Colders Goods or an Organtian would be nice. I'm keeping an eye on that arc furnace. Oh, Organtian, stop spinning. I want him. So he's at 53. Oh no, that was 60. Come on. Organtian. 84. It's not moving. No, bad. There he is. Come on down. Okay, this is done. I'm going to go turn off my machine that's churning out those things. While we wait for Organtian to land. Here he comes. Fantastic. Let's see what he's got. Stop that. Oh, okay. I'll use all these. I'm going to do a massive base expansion. We'll get one more. Yeah, there's 40 steel down the drain, just like that. We want iron. We want a fridge. Large fridge. And then we can refrigerate our foods and stuff. We can actually pick stuff and store it for long periods of time. That flour and that oil won't go bad. Fridge is nice. Where am I going to put it? Oh, I did not think that through. Oh, this would be a good spot. Unfortunately, there's logic there right now. Yikes. My fridge. I don't know where to put my fridge. Ideally, I want it near this stuff here, but there's no room for it. Ideally, right where this locker is. I'm just gonna chuck it in this far corner. The idea being that I don't go down here very often. Oh, this should be fine by now. I didn't. Yeah, 8 megapascals. Okay, let's get my oxygen filled up.
Air tank critical.
There we go. And once that fills back up to 8 megapascals, we'll do it again. Am I running this thing? Okay, let's run this thing. I want to cool this CO2 down. We're going to have more CO2 coming pretty soon. We could pump all that in. It's actually not very much. Fridge. Ah, my furnace stuff is in the way of where my fridge wants to be. Like seriously, do I chuck it here? It's in the way no matter where I put it. I'm sure other people watching can see a good place for it, but I certainly can't. I wanted it near my food preparation area, but most likely this food preparation area is going to move anyway eventually. Once I expand my base, it'll be okay.
Hydration critical.
I don't really want it on the same line as this, but I don't mind it being on the same line as this. If I put it here, that's really in the way, isn't it? It's in the way no matter where I put it. Okay, we're just gonna have it out in the open like a crazy, silly thing. It's a priority, but I want to see what that Organtian has. Let's go out there. Soybean. Okay, wheat seed, corn seed. Yep, I'll take those. Thank you. Hades flower. I don't even know what that is. These are just flowers, aren't they? Winter spawn. Rice seeds. Yeah, we'll grab those as well. Tropical lily. What is all this stuff? Fern seeds. The phenoxygen powder. That's really good. So we'll just grab all those seeds. Seeds are really cheap. Let's confirm. Let's grab all those. And now, I didn't grab any wheat seeds, but I now own all those seeds. Okay, that's good. I don't know what a Hades flower is or any of that stuff. So we can make ferns, we can make rice, and we can make corn. And corn will allow us to have corn soup. Ferns will give us phenoxygen powder. All is good, and the black hole is rising already. I haven't spent this night doing anything. It's okay. Yeah, copper and nickel in there. Middle of the day, we're going to do some Constantan Invar, then we can upgrade our machines, get better tools. Everything's about to take off in this game. Everything's about to get really good. There's just one problem. I have nowhere to put a fridge. I don't want to put a fridge in there because I'm doing all my cooking out here. So last thing I do before I end this episode is find a place for this damn fridge. You know what? I'm just going to put it at the back of this machine here. Oh, I can't. Okay, fine. We're just going to shove it in this corner here as far out of the way as I can. Yep. And we just need to, oh, which one was I think it was that one. Oh, can we even get behind there? Close, Mr. Door. We're just going to, I'm going to run the cable along here because I've had problems in the past when resources fall on cables. They're very hard to pick up. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, give me a cable. Black hole's rising. It's getting hot out there. Once it reaches close to midday, I'm going to do all my furnacing then. We'll get one more. Cables are a bit of a problem for me. Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. This fridge should turn on now. Yep, beautiful. And I can now put all my perishables in a fridge. So potato, potato, potato. I'm going to cook all these pretty soon. The flour, I'll leave the seeds here for now. They're actually going to get transported to my greenhouse. Do I have any other perishables here? I know I've got a bar here that I want to eat. Working my way through the bar. No, I've picked up all the perishables. Good. Those seeds are going in the greenhouse. Aha. It's fine. This thing here should greatly increase the time of my food, especially if I shut the fridge door. Black hole's starting to get high. It's time to do our definitely time to do our thing with the furnace, but it's also time to end the episode. Just a quick look at this fridge. 30 hours, yeah, good. 27, 26. Food's going to last a lot longer now. I've got a lot more time before I try and can it all and make permanent food stuff for me. Okay, everyone, I'm going to stop here. Hope you all enjoy that episode. Next episode, we're going to get our Constantan, our Invar, and then hopefully after that, everything will change. We'll be able to upgrade everything and expand the base, and everything's gonna be good. So, yep, stay tuned to see what happens next. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.